Hi friends, Debbie here with Debbie Gets Crafty, and I wanted to work on a whip and chat with you today. And I think today we'll work on some of the greenery here in our picture, in our tulips. Bear with me while I go ahead and open up my package of drills. I'm just going to take out the green ones that I see. We have letter D, and we'll start there first, just in case. Okay, and I'll use this plate of wax and kit that I got. There we go. Beautiful. Everything you need to work on this painting is right here. So we'll get started. We'll load up some wax on this pen. And let's see here. There we go. All right, we have a little bit of overflow, so we'll put that aside. And we'll go ahead and start with a little bit of wax. I hope you're all doing well today. Any chance I get to see my friends is a win in my book. So we're going to load up our wax really well. There we go. Put the lid back on it and get started. There now. Okay. So we'll go ahead and open up our bag. It's a nice dark olive green. And we'll start there first. There. Okay, so we'll go ahead, angle it a little bit better, and we can bring it in a little bit more. There we go. Okay. So I certainly hope you're all having a wonderful day. I hope the weather is cooperating for you today. It has been very warm here. We've gotten a little bit of a break with the weather. We had some pretty bad storms at the beginning of the week, but it has calmed down quite a bit. My husband said to me this morning while we were having coffee that we've been pretty lucky this year so far with the weather, with the heat. And I said, well, we still have August, and August might just say, well, hold my beer. So I'm working at a little bit of a disadvantage because my canvas is sitting flat on my table and it's not lit with I usually use a light pad, but I don't have one. My light pads are both being spoken for, so with different projects. So I am working on this at a little bit, at a little bit of a disadvantage, but that's okay. We're going to make do with what we have. There we go. And we'll continue onward. I might be fluffing about a little bit with the drills because I just want to try to line them up. But being on a little bit of an angle, sometimes it makes it a little difficult, but we'll be okay. We'll work on it. So, what are you all working on today? Please comment below with what you're working on. What are your current projects? This is just one of a few projects that I have in the works. I am currently working on this, and I only work on this when I visit with you for our whip and chat. I don't work on this at any other time. Now, I do have other projects that I'm working on, larger projects that I'm working on, that I work on while I'm not filming, and I also throw in a whip and chat here and there. So, and I'm also working on my Snow White stickers, that series of stickers. I do one per week while I visit with you. And I certainly hope you're liking that, because I do have another package of stickers that I got of baby animals, and I will be working on that as well. If I'll most likely finish this picture before I finish the Snow White stickers, so then I will go ahead and start the baby animal stickers series as a whip and chat as well, and I'll work on one of those per week. And I think that's nice. You know, I think working on one per week gives us enough time to do a little visit, a little whip and chat. It's not too much. You know, sometimes folks get a little bored when they go over, you know, half hour or so. So, and I feel the same way. You know, try to keep it at a manageable time frame. And so I thought doing a sticker per week would be a lot of fun. Let me just shake my drills here. There we go. And that's why working on this little picture, this little 20 by 20, I thought, you know, I'll just work on it while I chat with you, because this is something that could get done in a day or two if you were really diligent about it. But I want to make it last. I want to make these projects last a little bit. You can see the progression. And I also have another 30 by 30 that I'm working on with a family of otters. It's a stained glass looking picture that I got from Temu. This also came from Temu, one of the first pictures that I got from Temu. And I will also be working on a larger picture, like a 30 by 40, but it's going to be a special drill of a bear, a mama bear and her cub. And it's with rhinestones and special drills, so that's going to be neat. I think I might do that as a series of whips and chats as well, so you can see the progression on that. We're just going up. You might be off camera slightly. Hang on, just let me go ahead and raise this up a little bit. There we go. Let's tighten that up. There we go, friends. And we'll continue on because I have this little stem that I have to do right here. There we go. And there. Perfect. If you missed my whip and chat of my Snow White sticker, the most recent sticker that I did, it was of the apple tree. I gave the apple tree a little bit of a special treatment with some red rhinestones from where the apples were. And so it really came out nice. So I certainly hope you tune into that. And I also told a little story about our dog Spoto. And we just recently learned a little bit about his DNA. So if you've not yet heard that story, you might want to tune into that video and you will be informed, I should say, about what we found out. And that these two lovely ladies who adopted Spoto's two sisters, they're separate families, and they adopted each of Spoto's two sisters. They've kept in touch. They've gotten in touch, and they've reached out to Todd and myself. And it's been really nice. And they both had the girls' DNA done and asked if we were interested in finding out, and we said yes. So those results are in that video. I tell you all about it. So if you've not yet seen it, it's a really interesting, somewhat not surprising set of results. But that being said, just confirmed what we thought, and what we thought was Spoto is the best little boy in the world. So, but if you've not yet seen it, I invite you to go over there and watch that video. And to see how that apple tree turned out with that little bit of extra something special added. Those rhinestones for the apples really came out nice. You know, working on an angle like this, the way this is angled, it tends to make my lines not so straight, but that's okay. Listen, I'm human, and a lot of times the stems on a flower aren't perfectly straight. So they are perfectly imperfect. And that is okay. And we're just gonna move with the groove. So I have been, picking out some projects that I want to do out of my stash. I have two portfolios. One portfolio of pictures that are already done, and then one portfolio of canvases that I wanted to flatten out to work on, my to-do portfolio, so to speak. So I have been going through my to-do portfolio to see what piques my interest, along with the mama bear and baby bear. I like to have at least two, excuse me friends, I just need to lift this up for a moment. I need to see something. Okay. I need to have at least two projects kitted up and ready to go. I am the type of gal that as soon as I finish a canvas, I like to go right to the next canvas. So I don't want to have to think about what I'm going to do and then kit it up and then this and that. No, I want it all kitted up, ready to go, and then when I'm ready for it, it's right there for me. As soon as I'm done with one project, I slide right into the next. So that's why I've had my little to-do portfolio out. I've looked at it. I picked out my mama bear and baby bear, but I haven't picked anything else out after that. So I've got a bit of a think to do. There's a lot that I want to start, but I need to choose one or two. Now I'm a Libra. I can't make my mind up to save my life, but I will. And when I do, you'll know. When you know, you know. You know? Right now, I don't know. Just using these drills up. I have some Hemu. Oh my stars, you can tell it's been a day. I have some Temu hauls I'm doing. I have the WIP chats that I'm working on. I'm going to be working on some kitting up projects once I make up my mind. So that'll be fun. Put a few more of these drills down here. There we go. This kit's been a really good kit. All the colors that you see that are already put down on the canvas, they're colors that are already done and what I call retired, because I don't need to use any, I don't need them anymore. And I've had plenty of drills. I have not had one single problem with being short. I did put a piece of masking tape on the bottom portion of my painting so it'll stay put. That's just a little thing that I do. And let's see here. Here we go. And it looks like I'm going to run out of battery before I get this particular color completed. We're going to go as long as we can. If I see my little battery light flashing, I'll know it's going to be that time to wrap it up. And what I'll do is I will finish this color if I have to off camera. And then this way, next time we see each other for this painting, we'll move on to a new color, okay? I know I said I will only work on it while I'm with you, but if we've started a color, I don't see any reason why I can't finish it off camera. And we'll just start a new color when we see each other again. I think that sounds fair, don't you? There we go. Moving right along. There we are. So far, so good. Whoops. Let's see right there. Helps if I pick the drill up with the pen. There we go. I'm a very heavy presser, so I go through wax like it's going out of style. I just use a ton of wax when I'm diamond painting. Okay, so far so good. I know we'll be hitting that blinking battery soon. And I wanted, thank you so much for joining me as well. Just in case my battery dies, I want to thank you so much for joining me today. And if you've already subscribed to my channel, I appreciate your continued support. If you've not yet subscribed, please consider doing so. Please do hit that like button, my friends. It does help the algorithm here in Facebook land. I'm sorry, in YouTube land. And again, been one of those days. And it's always much appreciated. I am a small, wee little fish in the crafting world, and every little like or comment or subscription helps my little channel grow, and that's what I want to do, so I can bring more content to you, to my friends here. And hit that like button, comment, leave me a comment where you're from, what you're working on these days. I do try to comment back as quick as I can. And that's just in case my battery goes kerplunk kerplooey on me. Get that information out there. And I just appreciate you. I appreciate you all. I appreciate the time we get to visit. And we are just continuing onward on this beautiful little stained glass picture of some beautiful tulips in a garden. I really am enjoying this picture. It's really coming along nicely. And that's mainly because I get to sit here and paint and chat with you. You all mean the world to me, and I hope you know it. Don't ever forget, you are amazing. And you are just as beautiful as these gorgeous tulips. And you might not realize it, but you mean a great deal. Not just to me, but to so many others. And for that, this world is a happier and luckier place because of you. Please always remember that, my friends. If you're having a bad day, don't ever forget, you mean the world to so many. And I'm just gonna place a few more drills here because my battery is blinking. All right, my friends, I love you all. I only had a few more here that I'll add off camera. God bless you, my friends. Until I see you again, you take care. Bye now.